Hello mga idol, welcome back. And for today's video, it's another Spirit Box session na naman po ang ating mapapanood. Kilala nyo naman yung paborito nating si Gold Rush, parang normal na kumakausap ng mga yumaong artista, celebrity at iba pang mga sikat na tao using his Spirit Box. But this time, ibang tao naman po ang ating panonoorin. Pero same technique din po, Spirit Box din po ang kanyang gagamitin. At ang kanyang kakausapin, walang iba kundi si Jesus Christ. So, panoorin natin kung ano ang mga itatanong niya o ano ang mga mapag-uusapan nila using his Spirit Box. Relax and enjoy.
You might want to put on headphones or earbuds to really fully understand what it is these spirits are saying.
So, ayan. Introduction niya muna.
Jesus, do you want to talk to me, please?
Ayan mga idol, no?
Jesus, are you there?
Here, Greg. Si Craig pala ang pangalan niya. So, ayan, si Craig
So
pala
glad
ang
that you're
pangalan
reaching
niya,
out
mga idol.
and communicating with me.
It's really a
I'm
blessing.
sorry that I
Parang nag-blur
disrespected
yung
you
ano
early
natin,
in my
yung
life.
video natin, guys.
In Earth years, can you give me a number? How old are you?
7,000.
Did you help us come see the light?
So, ayan mga idol, nagtatanong na siya kung ilang taon na daw ba si Jesus Christ o ilang taon siya nung nabubuhay siya dito sa mundong ibabaw. Ang sabi ni Jesus Christ, 7,000.
Did you come here to help us?
Yan mga idol. Tinanong din niya kung andito ka ba para tulungan tayo? Rip sinner, ang sabi ni ni Jesus Christ.
Here's a sample of the loner voice that I used for this Jesus session. It's a British male, and the track is around 57 minutes total in length. It's a rather long track, but this ensures that I will always be using a new area of that audio track.
Ayan mga idol, hindi natin maintindihan kung ano yung mga sinasabi. Nakalagay dito, sample Jesus sound bank. So, ano kaya yun, no? Well, alam naman natin, sa mga hindi pa nakakalam, ang language na ginamit ni Jesus Christ ay hindi Latin, yung ginagamit niya nung nabubuhay pa siya, Aramaic, hindi ko lang alam kung tama, yun po yung language na ginagamit noon sa Syria at Iraq. Oo, bale yun dun. Hindi ko lang kung
Now, I choose not to use apps, but that doesn't mean that I don't like them. I've tried using forward voice, but it just became too confusing for me to discern. With this and most of my sessions, I prefer using reverse voice because it's truly inaudible, and if I get a message, it prevents a false positive. Was there ever a time when Earth was a fifth-dimensional place? 6,000 years? Will there be a time when we will shed the need for karma?
there is none.
Are we victims? Or did we choose these circumstances to learn?
Okay.
How many spirits are there in this room right now? Jesus, can you tell us how we can become unaffected by negative energy?
So, fearless daw, no?
Here's something that's interesting.
According to Jesus Christ, para dito tayo maapektuhan ng negativity, maging matapang, fearless.
Jesus said that being fearless helps us become unaffected by negative energy instead of building walls. This is not advice, and you should do whatever you feel is comfortable with you.
So, pinapaalalanan ko kayo ulit. Viewers' discretion is advised.
What is important for us, Jesus?
Work with your thoughts.
This actually applied to me personally, but I have had spirits come to me and continue to emphasize this working on what we think, because it has that manifestation effect. This effect is much slower on Earth, but instantaneous in the spirit realm. How many other planets have I lived on?
There was 9.
How many lives have I lived on Earth?
40?
40?
So 40, hanggang 40 na lang daw to si Craig. Tinanong niya kung hanggang kailan na lang daw siya. 40, hindi ko lang alam kung plus 40 ngayon o hanggang 40 na lang. Hindi natin alam kung ilang taon na to si Craig ah.
Is Earth one of the more primitive planets?
Ano bang murad? So ito mga idol ay papaliwanag niya, no? Salitang Aramic meaning murad ha. Kung ano yung murad. So wanted, describe goal.
Jesus, how many lives have you lived before? How many lives have you lived on Earth? What are the keys to the kingdom? Is there anything that you would like to say to me? Do I have nine?
So mga idol hindi lahat ng naririnig nyo ay kukunin nyo Kung ano lang yung sa tingin nyo makakatulong sa inyo, yun lang ang kukunin nyo. Kung sa tingin nyo ay hindi, wag.
Nine guides? Did I live in the time of Atlantis? I've had several mediums talk about my life in Atlantis. Do you feel that you've ever lived a life in Atlantis? If so, please tell us about it in the comments. What is happening right now with the violet flame? Was Earth ever a fifth dimensional planet? Is perhaps the East taking advantage of the fifth dimensional shift he's been talking about? Are you happy with our performance here on Earth? Are angels born that way? Or have they graduated to that status? Do we have one higher self? Or do we have many scattered throughout the galaxy? Do we create our own heaven? Or is it an established place?
Oh really? Make it so gumagawa pala tayo ng sarili nilang heaven according to this spirit box na si Jesus Christ na nagsasalita na po. So ilipat muna natin tong ating subscribe dito sa banda rito para makita natin yung subtitle ha. Okay. Continue.
Will we ever achieve a point in time when there is no more pain and suffering? Is that the way Earth is designed?
So, speechless.
In all of my research, I've come to the conclusion that we learn through...
So, ganun pala mga idol we live in, ano daw? Ulitin nga natin.
Will we ever achieve a point in time where there is no more pain and suffering? Is that the way Earth is designed?
Pain and suffering pala, it's all over. So, normal lang pala talaga tayo makaranas ng pain and suffering. For lesson, ha?
In all of my research, I've come to the conclusion that we learn through adversity, and this just confirmed it for me. Are there beings of light protecting the Earth? In America? Later, he gave me a download and continued on with this notion about beings of light looking over America. Is America a country that people watch for inspiration? Or is America right now in need of assistance? Is everything going as planned? The plan is off. He later told me that he meant that we were on track, but slightly off. He showed me driving a car and then veering off into the shoulder. I do not believe we are off course completely. What do you think he meant by it? What can we do to keep negative entities away from us? He later filled me in on this in much more detail. The download I got was, if you fear something, you are in essence affirming and creating something to fear. If I were to say, I fear nothing, I will not attract something to fear. Again, thought is everything.
Fear. Attract
Jesus,
fear.
are we able to live other lives simultaneously?
Certainly.
Does ascension have to be painful? Jesus, what are the keys to our ascension? He later got inside my head over several days and explained it like this. The grid is part of the map that encompasses the entire universe. Everything that ever happened and where. Spirits can go to any time in space as a now time, perhaps to observe, visit, or learn. What is the river of life?
That's not a riddle.
Why do we have pandemics? Will our personal guides become more visible to us now? Again, he later explained it like this. We're entering into a new age of vibration. Some call it 5D. Now, 5D will bring us many spiritual gifts that we didn't have before. What can we do to have a better relationship with our personal guides? What advice do you have for us to deal with our enemies?
Walk it out with them. With your mouth. So, ayan mga idol, no? Serve your enemy. Love your enemy.
He later gave me a download and explained it like this. There are 4 things we can all work on to ascend. Number 1 is thought response. Number 2 is an emotional response. 3, verbal, and the 4th is physical action. If someone, let's say for example, makes us angry, do you think negative thoughts towards them? Do you project negative emotions toward that person? Do you verbally attack that person, or do you physically harm that person? Now, all 4 of these will keep you in a low frequency. Is the veil around Earth, is it getting thinner? Are we entering back into a 5th dimension? Do you find this difficult to work with the sound bank? Could you appear so we can see you? Jesus explained to me that the veil around the earth is gradually becoming less dense and clear. This will allow us to see, feel, and hear more of the etheric realm. He then went on to say that he will be appearing around us to nudge our thought. Is karma real?
So, ayan, hindi pala totoo daw yung
I understand that there will be a lot of you that this may not resonate with. For the next week after the session, he gave me bits of information because I actually believed in karma. If, for example, let's say I become angry at someone and I do them harm, it is me that will experience this negativity in the spiritual realm. I will learn exactly how I affected that person. Think of it like a perpetual school. If I still don't get the lesson, I can then return back to life and be that other person.
So, ayan mga idol, bago natin simulan, no, ipagpatuloy yung ating video, maikling kwento lang po, no? Di umano, naghahanda na ang mga Israelita sa pagdating at pagbabalik muli ng kanilang Misaya o tagapagligtas. Pero ang kanilang Misaya o tagapagligtas ay hindi si Jesus Christ, so mga idol, no? Hindi sila naniniwala na si Jesus Christ ay ang kanilang Misaya o anak ng Diyos. Ano ba yung mga senyales na malapit nang dumating yung kanilang Misaya? Mga bakang pula po. Yes, mga idol, bakang pula, no? Nagaling pang US. So, ang sarap no, no? Mga corn beef. De, biro lang po. Yes, kasi ang pulang baka po, yan lang po ang inaalay ng mga Hudyo nung mga taon, ng mga panahon na nakatayo pa yung kanilang second temple. Mga idol, ano? Pulang baka lang po ang ginagamit nilang alay. Since yung second temple nila ay nawasak na, eto na po ang pangalawang senyales, no? Matagal na pong wasak ang second temple, mga 2,000 years ago na, no? Ang kanilang pangalawang senyales is malapit na rin daw sila di umano gumawa ng third temple na kung saan doon nila gagamitin yung mga pulang baka, no? So baka may panahon pa silang paramihin yung mga pulang baka na dinala ng US sa Israel. So, pangatlong senyales, ang pagbabalik din di umano ng Antikristo, no? O yung Antichrist, yung sinasabi ng 666. Yan. So, pagka yan ay natupad na, inaisa katuparan na, at dyan na muling babalik ang Messiah ng mga taga-Israel o ng mga Hudyo. Pero hindi daw si Jesus Christ yun. So, yan. Back to the video na tayo, mga idol.
Is God happy with our performance here on earth?
No, we're better.
Can you help us understand how we can remove this negative energy we may have? Can you help us understand how we can overcome fear? Are the Ascended Masters keeping an eye on us at all times? He gave me this message to all of you. We all have busy lives, and He knows that. However, He would like us to make an effort to emit love and light. Perhaps once or twice a day, and make a habit to stop what you're doing and send out love by thought, even if it's for 15 seconds. Can you do that for all of us? Jesus, can you tell me the name of my guides? As you probably would guess, I'm going to continue to listen to Sir William Wood. Yes, I now know the name of one of my guides, but the name is not really what's important to me. It's building that receptivity to listen. They are but a thought away, if you just listen.
Ito mga idol, hindi natin sigurado kung ano ba talaga to si kung isang paranormal expert lang o relihiyosong tao tong si Craig. So, makinig pa ulit tayo.
Did you reincarnate after you were born as Jesus?
Yes, but us.
Jesus, what is important for us to know?
Followers.
Is love important? What can we do to strengthen the love that we each emit? These sessions are hard on me. During the sessions, I create and maintain loving light.
Eternal love.
And many of the spirit that I connect with tell me that it helps them bridge the gap between this world and the spirit realm. So I'm going to take some time just to rest my mind. Jesus, what can we do to better prepare for our life review? The download he gave me was like this. No disrespect to America, but the East is more spiritual on a day-to-day basis than us. He wants us to begin letting go of materialism and the need for control over others, and above all, be more loving. Jesus, what can we do if we find ourselves in a hellish place? Ask for the co-creator? Do all of us have a guardian angel? I ask, what can we do after we transition if we find ourselves in the layer of the damned, like Nicola deemed in another session? It's really quite simple to get out of there. Simply ask God to pull you out and take you with Him. Jesus, is there another being like you that will help bring us to the light? Is the river of life like the grid? More exact? How many of us on earth will begin to hear our personal guides?
So, sinasabi dito, lahat daw tayo ay may personal guide or guardian angel.
Most of them? Why? Why did you demonstrate your love to your enemies? Here is a great illustration of what they mean by going within. You sit quietly and listen on a daily basis. Now, you may not hear anything for a while, but if you're diligent, it allows your guides to see this repetition and begin to hone in on that pattern. You can do this while cooking dinner or taking a bath, whatever works for you. Were you happy with the way Paul represented you? It sounded like you swore. Did you swear? At first that took me off guard for a second, that I thought he swore. Do you think he was swearing, or do you think it's some Islamic slang or some other meaning?
Kaya mga idol, no, nakikita nyo, yan siguro yung hindi natin sigurado kaya nga Israel.
Jesus, were you happy with the way James carried on your message?
Mga apostol siguro.
Jesus, why did Paul switch sides? What was the reason?
Switch
Was
side.
it about money, politics?
Hindi nyo naiintindihan. Sino kayang Paul ang sinasabi nito? Si Paul, ano? Switch side because of money? Si Paul?
How is Paul and James getting along now?
Sober.
Jesus took me back in time to Israel. I felt a lot of confusion and several passionately struggling for power and control of sorts. I heard arguments and some language exchange. Everyone wanted resolve. It seemed they'd lost their leader and wanted someone to lead them. I believe he meant that James and Paul continued to mind their own path in the spiritual realm. Jesus, your remains in Israel. Where is the Holy Grail?
So yung Holy Grail, ano, yan yung kalis na pinag-inuman nila nung Last Supper, no? Hinahanap pa rin yan. Sinasabi nila na ang chalice na yan, na yung Holy Grail na yan is nasa Vatican, no? Pero sabi dito, it is above. Ewan ko kung saan yun, it is above. Yun na kaya yung Vatican sa Roma.
Do you feel the crucifix is a good representation for you? I felt him wondering why I asked him about his remains. It was as though that is not what's important. Perhaps you can figure out what he was saying about the Holy Grail and his remains. You know, I always wondered if he had a problem with him being portrayed on that cross. I want to continue our conversations, Jesus, in the future. Is that okay with you? Is there anything you would like to say? I now honor you in a much different and expanded way. I don't know if you were able to notice, but early in my life I had some reservations about him, and he and I were both very pleased with this new friendship. I'm not telling you to begin a relationship with Jesus, but to consider a relationship with your hero. May it be Buddha, Archangel Michael, MLK, Confucius, or Allah, but I am here to tell you that they are full of great wisdom.
So yan, may session 3 pa. Pakinggan natin, ha?
Now in this next session, I wanted to see if the sound bank needed to be specifically in English. So I chose a German track. And just to be sure, I reversed this German track. Now here's a sample of what I gave Jesus to work with. I do not speak German, and I have no idea what is said on this track.
Are there some souls wandering aimlessly throughout the spiritual realm? Is my spirit team, Jesus, happy with my progress? We all have one main master guide. I believe he's referring to my guide, Sir William Wood. I then was wondering if it would be possible to communicate with a soul that's incarnated. Jesus, the Bible says that you're returning to earth. Is that true? Am I able to communicate with the spirit of someone that is living a life now on earth? What percentage of my soul is in this body of Craig?
30.
Am I doing well? Are you happy with my progress? I will admit, although I haven't been doing it lately, some years back, at some point in time, I did pray for money. He later clarified that believe you are abundant. Think of it as a past tense versus stressing over financial problems. How do you feel about the decline of Christianity?
No religion.
Now the German sound bank, I found it to be a little more of a challenge. But as you can see, Jesus was able to convert it to English for me. Of course, this brought up another thought. Does Jesus speak to the person in their language? He replied that he does, but he also appears differently to match each person's personality.
So ayan mga idol, narinig nyo yung pinag-usapan o yung conversation nitong si Craig at ni Jesus Christ di umano, no? So nasa inyo na yan kung maniniwala kayo o hindi, no? Pero marami rin naman silang magandang pinag-usapan na depende sa inyo kung i-apply nyo, no? Sabi nga dito, isa sa pinag-usapan nila is love your enemy at saka trust is the key of love. So pagtitiwala ang susi sa pagmamahalan. At syempre yung apat na paraan para ikaw ay umakyat sa langit, no? Yung passion of action, verbal, spiritual, nakalimutan ko lang isa. So nasa sa inyo na yan mga idol, ha? Kung maniniwala kayo at i-apply nyo sa sarili nyo yung mga napag-usapan at mga tinanong nitong si Mr. Craig. So ayan, I hope na-enjoy nyo yung video natin ngayon. At sana sa mga susunod pa at mga darating pa nating video ay samahan nyo muli ako. So, thank you for watching. See you next time.